Hi guys, this is Skidflash here, welcoming you back to part 2 of my Mega Man and Bass race. Gosh, I'm gonna try, commentating while in Adobe Premiere, because I don't want to render this twice, and because for some god unknown reason, this takes a crap ton of time to, like, export. It's, like, kind of ridiculous. Anyways, now we'll be starting in Pirate Man stage. I don't know why, society would need a robot pirate for her, but whatever. It's for Robot Pirate Island. Who else is gonna live there, right? I guess. But anyways, maybe and of course to like plunder the booty. You always need to do that. In this stage, this is your usual water level of Mega Man. You can jump higher, and with Bass's double jump and dash, you can just get obscene distance. They kind of have to go in separate directions, and it is lagging like holy mother. You can't tell from, watching, but it is for me. Anyways, yeah, you're, what do you call them? I completely forgot what you call them. What do you call them? Wow, and Bass just got, like, another one up. That's just kind of crazy. Yes, the Wave Burner. The Wave Burner underwater, moves enemies and objects. I don't know if they really hurt anything. They hurt the boss Pirate Man, which is his weakness, but I don't think they really hurt anything above water. I mean below water. In water, I fail at predicates or whatever those are called. But yeah, it doesn't really work underwater. Anyways, there's these whales in this corridor who kind of just take up the entire space. I find that an ice walls float underwater, just to let you know. I find that an ice wall takes these guys out really nicely. Anyways, Bass is at the final stretch of this level. It's a pretty short level, I guess you could say. So yeah, just again, he can jump higher. Mega Man might have to use the bubbles to get to places, but not really. So he can just go and face the enemy. And right, yeah, if you want to pop, there's a bunch of secrets and treasure chests and whatnot in this room, but I just want to get this over with. Anyways, this is Pirate Man. This is I used to Buster only this guy because I never like could beat Burner Man. Basically, the water keeps on going down, and he has the remote mine. That's his specialty move, which homes into on you and then explodes, and then he can go into a bubble. The moment he starts moving in the bubble, that's when you want to shoot him with Wave Burner, because he falls, and there's this stun period where you can get an extra shot on him. And also, now I am convinced that the animation that Bass does to get his new power, this whole flaming shooting up thing, is a lot longer than Mega Man's one, and that's why when he wins this one, he barely gets any lead, because that took like a whole crap ton of seconds, and then when Mega Man, does his power, it's like 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, 4, and done. Yeah. Well, no, it took longer than that, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Mega Man's still winning, but we got the remote mine. Basically, you shoot it, it latches onto an enemy or a wall, and then you can remote detonate it, and you can also control it with up and down. Now that we finished now that we beat 3 Robot Masters, there are new items in the shop. But before we can go to the shop, we want to go here to get some screws. Before you can go to the final level, you have to, I guess, prove that your skill in using all the powers. So you have to use your powers to get these, to break these boxes. When you break them, you get the super screw appears, and the super screw gives you 100 screws, so they're really useful if you want to buy items. But yeah, I'm only going to do 3 now because I only have 3 powers. This one Mega Man's doing, I made it look a lot easier than it actually is. You can waste your power doing that one thing. It is obscene. I don't know, because it just goes up and down, and every time it always hits a wall, it just stops. It's just kind of annoying. And the worst part is, it even has a little FU to me because I forget one key fact about this level, which will come into play when I actually start the next level. But before we go to the next level, Ground Man, let's head to the shop. Basically, this is where you can buy items. I just want to buy a few things. You can buy 1-ups. You can buy, what I'm going to buy is the E-Balance, which allows you to whenever you're in your normal form and you collect energy, it goes to the form that has the least amount of energy. I want to buy the high-speed dash and the ladder booster, I guess. That's kind of redundant, whatever. For Bass. And I'm going to buy Eddie for Mega Man, which allows him to buy, which Eddie comes, and if you ever played a classic Mega Man, Eddie comes and just gives you some items. But this time it's a power. So yeah, now we're fighting Ground Man. He's good at grounding, or drilling, I guess. I don't know. Sipping on my chocolate milk because I'm so little. Anyway, so this stage, a lot of quicksand. Quicksand brings you down. Again, nothing too hard. I really like how this map played out in the race. Like you'll see later. But anyway, so yeah, there are some CDs over there. These worms. It's basically your basic ground stage. So yeah, I'm nothing much to say over here. This corridor, these worm things come out. What you want to do is take them out with ice wall. The ice wall, next to remote mine, is like probably the best way of handling them. The problem with using remote line is that it's ground man's weakness, so you don't want to waste it. That's kind of like a common thing among like Mega Man games. Whenever you're at a boss, you like typically never use their power in the stage because like you don't want to waste it, unless of course like you do. I break that rule in like 30 seconds, but that's just typically the superstition. Something I forgot is that like when you're at those that box breaking stage to get to the final level, when you use up weapon energy, that weapon energy doesn't grow back. So that's why Mega Man has like less weapon energy than Fool. And that's something I forget, and it kind of screws me over because I run out of energy. I have energy equalizer, so any energy I pick up normally, will go to the remote mine. But yeah, so I'm okay, but it's kind of just again, if you waste all your energy, which is not too hard to do with that one puzzle for the remote mine box, it can be like extremely hard to beat the boss, especially as base. Like as Mega Man, it's not too hard because Mega Buster is like the stronger of the two. But as base, without the certain item you get later, it can be really hard to like base Buster only. I'm sure people have done it before, but not me. I can't do that. Anyways, down here where Mega Man is going, you can find a treasure chest with a 1-up, a treasure chest with a CD, and a fake treasure chest which like comes to life and starts attacking you. Never want that. And base is kind of trailing behind. Anyways, at this section, there are these tiki things. Basically, every time you destroy a tiki, the spikes close in on you. You have to destroy the red tiki to open the door to progress to the next room. But yeah, so you want to be strategic about that. Over here, in the SNES version, there would be this obvious shortcut that I go down here. But in the GBA version, because the screen is so small, I never knew this existed until I saw a video of it. I am talking like a mile a minute. But yeah, you can get CDs down here. And yeah, it's like this cool little shortcut that would be painfully obvious if you're playing the Rockman and Forte, the Japanese only one. Like they have English translations, but yeah, you can't find it here. And there's another thing up here with base. You can double jump to a ladder that again is obvious when you have a larger screen, but for this game, no. Anyways, this is Ground Man as a boss. Ground Man, basically his weakness is remote mine. Anytime you hit him, anytime like you latch a mine onto him, it will automatically detonate whenever he tries to enter the ground. Most of his attacks involve going into the ground. So by doing that, you actually stop him from doing any attacks, and then he's just in this whole like pattern that base is in right now. So yeah, that's a good strategy. Unfortunately, I run out of remote mine as Mega Man, so I have to Mega Buster him. But yeah, and he's dead. Okay, so yeah, I am convinced. Yeah, so base's animation definitely takes longer than Mega Man's, because if this were the case, then he would be already ahead of him. But no, because due to the magic of this stage, the time for both characters is actually like less than a second. It's crazy. So yeah, base's animation definitely gives him a disadvantage, but I'm not gonna account it any. I'm not gonna like take any account to it because that's just, I don't want to get into formalities. This is just as easy as I can do this. Anyways, with Ground Man, before I want to head to Ground Man stage, I want to buy a few things. For Mega Man, you definitely want to get Spike Shield or Spike Protection, whatever it's called. As for base, you don't really need it, so I'm just gonna buy Special Recover. Basically, if you have it equipped, you have to have this equipped. You recover more health than usual. It's good to have. Like you can equip it just to take health, and then like unequip it when you want something more useful. But Tengu Man stage, I'm pretty sure, yes, I'm actually positive that Tengu Man was actually a boss in Mega Man 8. A lot of the sprites and everything are from Mega Man 8 reused, which is kind of impressive because that was a PlayStation game. But I guess the GBA is 32-bit. But anyways, enough about formalities. There's a scrolling stage. Oh god. Auto scroll, should I say? And clouds that like hamper your movement. That's even worse. Okay, this part. This is what you really want spike protection for. Basically, the balloons pop when you step on them, right? So like this, like the last balloon doesn't spawn until a while. So you have to like wait for it to come. But the problem is if you wait on a balloon too long, it pops. So to make sure it doesn't pop, you have to jump on it so like, you know, so you're not stepping on it too much. The problem there is that if you're like not stepping on it enough, then it rises faster and you get hit by the spikes. It's just this whole rock paper scissors like mentality that like screws you over in the long run. It's kind of annoying. But I got it without even using my spike protection. I could have sworn I would have had to, but no, I didn't. Which I'm kind of glad, because now I have just this random spike protection with me. Anyways, these guys, I recommend the remote mine to, you know, dispatch them, whatever word you want to say. Yeah, other than that, that's probably the only hard part about this stage. It's pretty easy otherwise. There are alternate paths that like Bass can get to, but I didn't do it because, you know, I kind of wanted to go the same path, so it's not too daunting. Anyways, yeah, but Bass definitely his advantages start to be shown here when, like, you know, when his jumping ability kind of helps him in the long run. Anyways, yeah, you can just keep on going through these. So, yeah, this is the last stage. I should be talking about what's going on. Sorry I haven't like been uploading too much. Again, these parts just take, oh my god, so long to render. It's not even like the editing that's hard to do. Over here, yeah, because I'm so unconfident about Megaman's jumping abilities, I had to use Ice Wall. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm like, these like things take so like bewilderingly long time to I can't use words today. It takes such a bewilderingly, maybe because I'm using weird words, long time to render that, like, you know, it's kind of weird. Anyways, we're at Tengu Man again. Bass definitely has the advantage here because Tengu Man's weakness is the spread drill. Bass can jump to Tengu Man's height because Tengu Man likes to keep a large height. The thing about spread drill is every time you press B, it goes into smaller, faster bits. The bigger drill does more damage, but like is slower, yeah. So the thing about Mega Man is he can't jump high enough to hit him with a big drill, so he'll have to split the drill, which isn't that bad, but like, you know, Bass still definitely has an advantage because he can hit him with a big drill with no problem. Anyway, so now Bass will do his long, flashy animation. I mean, if I were Bass, I wouldn't be showboating. I'd just be getting the power on my way because you're kind of still losing by like a lot, and it's not gonna. Flame, out of flame. Okay, I don't know what happened there. My mic just messed up. But anyways, we're done with this, and again, Bass has the lead, but a very small lead. Nothing like Mega Man did in the first part. I don't know why. Again, because his animation takes way longer, just 8 seconds. So Mega Man's still winning, but this shows just like, you know, how Bass, again, has the easier time. If it wasn't for his animation, I'm sure it'd be way lower than this. But enough complaining, we got the Tengu Blade, which we'll be using to take out our next Robot Master in the next part. Anyways, this is it for this part. This has been Skid Flash. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye. Leave a comment about what you think, whatnot. I've said that last part, don't have to say it again. Anyways, see ya. I don't have a proper outro yet.